Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Daddy Dropoff.
What up, party people, and welcome
We can do that. Yep.
to episode 60.
60.
Two Bandits Watching Bluey.
Oh, man.
I'm your good pal, Greg Brainer.
I see him right there. His voice a
With
little
me.
crackly today, but today... Uh-oh.
It's Baby New Year. And his name is...
I am Michael James Martin. Boom.
My-
Not giving out
how-
my social,
hey, bud.
but I'll give my full name.
Happy-
Junior. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
It was
Gregory.
a great New Year's Eve. I was partying too loud. My
Uh-huh.
voice might be a little gravelly from all the New Year's screaming that I did
I
at that big
love
party
it.
last night.
He's filling in for the singer of Lamb of God next week or
was-
something. He's ready to go.
How was your New Year's? What did you do?
Mine. You
Year's
can't
Eve.
answer that question before we do New Year's.
They don't know.
My New Year's.
Way to destroy the illusion, Mike.
My New Year's was super fun because I walked my dog and I came across a box, and in that box was world peace and $3 million. It was
Wow.
so great. You
That
should
was
have
such a good New Year's.
Yeah. Here's $12.
Oh, thanks. What a guy.
Oh gosh, but we're not here about New Year's
We're
specifically
not here
right
about
now.
New Year specifically. No, we're here to talk more Bluey. Because we talked Bluey in 2021.
Yep.
We talked Bluey in 2022.
Oh, this contains
We're
multitudes,
going to
doesn't
talk Bluey for our third calendar year consecutive.
it? That hits heavy, doesn't it?
It does hit heavy just like this episode.
Yeah.
Daddy Dropoff. I might have a gravelly voice, but I still have my segues, buddy.
He's ready.
Don't you worry.
He is ready, folks, and I'm ready to. I'm not going to contend, Greg, but I'm going to defend a lot of things in this episode. I think that
This-
are underrated.
I agree.
Dang it!
Wholeheartedly. This is a fun episode. This is a great
Yes.
episode. This one's twist ending tears episode,
Sure.
but we'll get there.
Yes,
as we always do,
How do we get there first? Hey, Greg.
by getting to that WikiBluey synopsis.
Greg,
Yes, sir.
what's a daddy drop off?
Dad refuses to be late dropping off Bingo and Bluey at kindy and school, but the girls make Dad play so many games, they quickly derail his plan. Paragraph 2.
Yes! Oh my gosh! That's a
Lila
wiki
semi-narrates the episode at the beginning and the end and tells how she met Bingo. I'm pretty sure that's a WikiBluey first.
Did I sneak in to the WikiBluey synopses and just like
keep
give that
on,
second
keep
paragraph?
on.
Like throw in that second paragraph because that second paragraph speaks exactly of my vibe of how this episode is. So
It's
that's
I wouldn't call this semi-narrate though. She's the narrator just because she doesn't say every line.
she's in the beginning and she's in the end. She doesn't say. Oh no, she does. She starts the episode too.
She's the first we get.
the
We get
feats.
Lila on the pink background,
She's full on
talking
got her
right
own
to
background.
camera. She's going full Deadpool, breaking the fourth wall, and it's beautiful.
I get the reference. Yes,
You did it.
Woohoo!
But this is definitely a different start to this.
Yes.
They've a lot of times it's just house, or it just
Yep.
goes right on the exterior shot of something. It just starts off. My name is Lila.
Boom.
It's like whoa, what?
Hi, pink
Who are
background.
you?
Yep, sup?
But it's her first day of school. It's her first day at kindy.
It's the first time you ever see her in any episode. It is the
She
introduction.
has taken over. Did I pick the
to
right
her.
show?
Yes, she did.
We find out quickly we picked the right show because who's the next doggo you see on the screen?
What is it?
It's Buddy.
Is it right out of the gate? My buddy's kicking in. Really? Oh, I mean, I have my buddy note for like later in the episode where he's walking into school. But dang,
I feel a little bit bad for Buddy right now though, because we got Juniper. She's
Yep.
getting a big hug from her mom. We got another
there's some
doggo getting a
Dobermans
big
running around.
big
I
hug.
think
And then poor Buddy's all solo rocking into school.
he's kind of pretzel.
Have we seen Buddy parents? I can't recall. We not yet at least.
canon wise? No, we have not.
I think past the parcel we do, don't we?
I think they show up in Past the Parcel, yes. If their tongues are sticking out, too. Oh, gosh. We haven't gotten there yet, and I need to... That's, we will see in the future.
We will.
Oh.
No, let's not talk about seeing in the future right now. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to talk about seeing in the future. So moving on. We got shy little Lila.
Yeah.
She's hiding behind some blocks. We got Bentley hanging out, doing a nice tea party.
See? Bentley's having a good time with the tea.
Little Lila can't handle it. It's
No.
scary. It's scary having your first day. Were you? I feel like I
Oh.
know the answer, but were you a shy Lily?
I was.
Were you born in the state?
So what's fun is I am a shy human being. I was a shy human being. I'm loud. I am a loud person. You somehow, if the gate opens and hey, welcome to Mike's house, then I've got the loudest laugh that you will ever find. But in public, I was very much very like
ditto the same, especially as a little one. Honestly, right now, when I'm a big walker, even in these cold Syracuse days, I go for like 2-3 mile walks every day.
Look at you, fit boy.
And if I'm walking and somebody's like coming to walk next to me, it's like just don't say anything to me. Just I'll look at my phone.
Dude, do you even like
play Pokemon Go?
When you're driving around the neighborhood, do you have to do the wave? Or you like see somebody and you like
if I have that unfortunate, I was like, dang it, I caught their eyes. Hey. It's like, let's leave it at just the hey though. I went for a walk with Liv one time, and then somebody like jogged up behind and was like, hey, how's it going? I remember when I was your age and walking with my daughter, and this is like, cool. Well, bye.
See, so anybody listening to us and we're loud and goofy and crazy, yeah, we're all kind of really quiet, sort of. So, yes, I get that. We are all...
Enjoy the live show, folks. We have our live show.
Don't. How do we get...
Everybody staring at us on stage.
How do we get to the live show? Oh, you mean like an actual live show?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be an experience. All right.
Two Bandits talking Bluey. Live.
Coming to a...
Sold out.
Mike's house.
Eagle Tavern.
So.
Moving on. We are shy.
Yep.
And that's all about change. You know why? Because of pet feet.
It's all starting with pet feet.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
How does Lila know all this stuff?
Because she ended up having a lifetime conversation with Bingo. Clearly. Like, this is what they talk about when they're college roommates.
Bingo
but she's somehow time warping and narrating it again when she's 4.
Bingo is a good solid Finn / Olivia age. Like a year younger at this point.
Yep, it's kindy. So,
do you think Finn or Liv is going to be recounting the start of their day up until the middle of the day at the start of kindy with their new friend?
In my heart of hopes, yes, absolutely. With extreme detail and spelling it correctly and writing with perfect cursive.
Lila is breaking the fourth wall. She is like
Lila.
She is like Watu the Watcher of the story.
Nope.
You don't get that one.
I'm just going to look off in the distance.
MCU.
Nothing.
Pet feet? That is a Liv...
Oh, really?
Specialty.
Oh,
she
God.
She likes the pet feet.
Nah, dog.
It's like, don't touch my feet. Hey, Dad. Rah, 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 rah. You're not doing it
really?
right.
Oh.
It's usually sleepy time o'clock. We don't get the grabbing and pulling down and putting leads on my feet, thankfully. But we do get the...
Nah, no. Don't touch my feet, kid. It's a little weird. Chili is so effervescently excited in this moment where she just looks at him. She's like, I think she does have to work. Like, I think she has to go to work.
Day.
What's that?
Early day. That airport won't secure itself.
That's right. And she just looks at him and just says that it's on you, Bandit, today. And he's like, I'm in bed.
I enjoy you like making more work for yourself.
She's so peaceful. And even though she has to go to work, she's got an extra like 20 minutes to herself. And when she says that, it's Daddy Dropoff.
Bing.
His eyes go.
Eyes open.
I can do that in a moment. You tell me, oh, Dunk, we've got to do this. Mike's in go mode, dude.
Whether it was a late night, whether there was a whale watching shenanigans the previous day, when I hear like it's go time, I was like, uh-oh, I am with you. We're agreeing too much this episode.
It's okay. It's a rarity, isn't it?
We're never going to have more bandit bets if we agree too much, man. Come on.
Trying here, man.
We got to throw water on somebody and douse them in flour still. We got to find something to disagree on.
That's a true statement. And I'll like speed, like, I need to take a shower every day. I really do. It like really wakes me up. But if I've flubbed it a little bit, I will literally do a thing where I turn the shower on, I put my head under the water for 10 seconds, wash my face, and just, okay, let's go. And it's that mode for Bandit here. And
you're not going to be late this time. Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
I think I also know the answer to this one.
Why are you...
You a tardy party dad? Or are you Mr. On-time punctuality?
When it comes to him, I'm an on-time guy. Okay. I really am.
So that's the one time that you're on time.
I about to say, I don't take much great care of myself when it comes to those kind of things, but if his school time was... I mean, because I relate a lot to this episode when it came to the whole pre-K thing. And I was Daddy Dropoff every day. I mean,
I remember Liv's birthday party. I think you guys were about 45 minutes, give or take, late.
yep, sounds about right. Yeah, when it comes to us social stuff, sure, because we're worth having.
Because that was a Daddy Drop-off moment too.
Oh.
The wonderful Miss Carrie was working that day, so you were solo missions.
Yep, absolutely.
And I get a lot of that because both of us have the joy of working from home, while our lovely ladies do not. So we have a lot of the daddy drop off, the daddy pick up, because every morning it's the Me and Liv show.
Yeah.
Not to actual school, but we don't have the joy that you have of the bus actually coming to your house.
Oh, that's
we have to
right.
walk down quarter mile to the bus stop. Quarter mile might be a stretch, but I'm gonna call it quarter mile. The bus stop in the winter snow.
Oh,
And
the season is kicking in now, and I'm learning a lot about.
And it is also very interesting because I'm a little bit the reverse because I'm typically Mr. Plan on time for most event type of stuff.
Sure.
But there's been many a time.
Oh no!
Where we're walking out the door and I got distracted by my phone.
And you
for
see
a
yellow.
minute, or Liv's been doing stuff and I was like, oh, it's 9.
Bus.
It's usually like 9:02, and I walk outside. It's like, oh, scoop Livy, sprint down the road, see the bus driver laughing at me.
But Bandit's busting out, so he's doing brekkie right now. He already made him sandwiches, or toast, and each one has peanut butter, one has jelly on there, and then he's making lunches, gluten free, not gluten free. He's juggling it, and he's got his checklist in his head of what needs to happen throughout this morning because the eyes are open. Let's do this. Let's go.
I saw a theory online about gluten free, not gluten free, because I know there's been talk here and there before about which kid has a gluten allergy.
Sure.
Know what the thought that I saw that I think makes sense?
Not sure. I don't.
It's not that one of the kids has it. It's one of the classrooms is a gluten-free classroom.
Oh, kind of like a peanut allergy classroom kind of thing?
Indy, who's not allowed to have gluten. As we learn from
markets that you can't have that. So maybe it's Calypso's class that he's putting together that lunch.
It's not that Indy's mom's hippy dippy you can't have gluten. It's
you
Indy's
can't have gluten.
Can't have gluten. And it's to the level of peanut allergy that we're just gonna shut gluten out of this classroom.
Wow.
And I mean, again, it's Calypso's class.
Yeah.
Everything's share and share alike.
What to say?
Indy could be rocking into that mailbox, that lunchbox. Listen, kilometers, kilometers, lunchboxes, mailboxes, they're all the same.
There we go. See?
We'll talk more about mailboxes in plugs.
That's right.
Ooh,
oh,
look what I did.
Folks. So, one thing that I miss now, personally, I mean, this is where this episode kind of it really does get me, is pre-K, Daddy Drop-Off was Mike and Finn hanging out. So now I bring him to the bus stop. It's super cool. But there was a 10-minute drive that we would have to bring him from here to his pre-K.
Oh, back in pre-K days.
And
shout out Northminster.
As much as I want to hang out and chat with my kid, if we jump in that car, I'll be like, all right, cool. Are you excited for school? And he'll say, Dad, I want to rock out. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, Dad, I want to rock. And I have a playlist now on my Spotify of, they are metal songs, but like Devin Townsend. I have about 4 songs. And he's like, Dad, I want to rock out. Let's listen to Super Crush. And I'm like, yeah, but let's talk about how your day's going to go. He's like, we're going to listen to Hyperdrive. I'm like, okay. And volume is like at 4. He's like, Dad, turn it. So like late in the school season, we would be driving to school and you could hear our car driving by. Dude would just jam out, but he jammed out with so much happiness. There's no curses or anything like that. It's fun music that he just got. I know he's my kid. Cool. That's my dude. All in all.
Finn, man. But when you were making that drive, did you always remember your keys?
Gotta go get him, dude.
Poor thing. And this is a thing. This is not just a Bandit thing. And in my opinion, and this in a little bit we're gonna talk. We're not there yet.
No.
But it gets into the theme of the episode. Bandit's rushing. We're forgetting things. We're forgetting keys. We're about to forget a jumper. Sometimes you need somebody to break out a magic wand and make you go in slow-mo.
And the way they looked
so
at
you pay
each
a little
other.
more attention.
They both looked at each other with the wand. And I think it was when he coming back with the keys.
Yes. Because he found the wand when he runs back in.
Yep. And he slows down. And he commits. He's having fun doing it. Like
because when
he's
the slow-mo
realizing
ends,
it.
he just bam right into the car.
He knows what he's doing. But it's also like, I have an obligation. I have to drop my kid off at school on time too. So
I don't want to be late again.
It's adult fawning, but
not just wanting to be late. Don't want to be late.
I've done the thing where I had to have a slip or I had to make a call, and say, "Oh, I am the late parent." Oh,
Never officially. I've never officially missed a bus stop or been late for drop off for pre-K times.
I'm good.
Knock on wood.
Yep. Dude, don't. Yeah.
Literally 3 days before Christmas break here, I was one of the last times I had to pick her up and run, and that bus was turning the corner.
Bus.
Thank goodness the bus driver, like, shout out Miss Susie for holding that bus.
Oh man.
Long time listener, I assume.
So he's trying to remember if there's a jumper now.
Did you-
Backseat's not looking so bad.
This
Oh,
killed me.
breaking
Oh my
point moment.
goodness. We're just. Did you remember your jumper? Oh, I'm 100 miles away. You got to call me. And then it's like,
on.
okay, let's play the ring ring.
I can see him looking
Ring,
in my
ring.
head. He's looking at the clock, looking at the clock,
Ring,
looking at the clock,
ring.
looking at the clock, looking at the clock.
Ring ring.
Should I just be driving around the neighborhood? I should just be driving around the neighborhood.
Oh, Marjorie.
Bluey's just,
Twice to Marjorie.
you beautiful girl.
Wrong number. Trying to take a shower.
And she's scrubbing herself, and like she's like, I'm in the shower. Like, she's got a waterproof phone there, Bluey. Marjorie, excuse me.
Oh, bingo. Never heard of him.
That.
Hashtag all dogs are boys.
Oh, vey.
But we finally, after half the episode feels like it's this conversation.
Oh,
We finally get
It really does,
Bingo
doesn't it?
Healer, a small red dog not named Marjorie. Bingo answers. Did you bring the jumper? Nope.
just the. She's not. Hello, this is Bingo. Thanks for reaching Bingo's phone. This is Bingo. Nah. Nope.
Biscuits.
Oh, that's just a.
I am hopeful, like you said, that it was just around the block, because that is very much a me thing too. I often, when we're again moving too fast, we head out. Oh, do we have blank? Nope.
Okay.
I made it past the first red light. Now I gotta go 2 lights and blocks to turn around.
And you are mentally GPSing yourself in this moment.
Exactly.
Oh.
We get the jumper though.
Yes.
And then we're
Always on. I've never
run
missed.
inside. We step on something. Granted, it sounds like a squeaky toy, but it was still an ouch.
It was an ouch in some way,
It
man.
must have been like a squeaky
Toy with
porcupine
a
or
horn?
something. But then we still
rhinoceros.
we still slow mo again though.
Yes, of course.
We're
And
still-
they look at each other
We're
in the car.
stressed, but we're still having fun.
They both look at each other in the car, and she holds up the leaf, and they go, boop, and he still does it. He still does it.
And backing up a little bit,
Yeah,
and this one gets me in the feels too sometimes.
yeah.
This all started right as they were getting out of the bed, not to time travel here, but Bingo said, I want a mom drop off. But Dad'll make it fun. That hurts.
Oh,
We not so much a mom drop off, but a lot of times there was like, well, I want Mom to read to me tonight.
Oh.
Not Dad.
Dude, I get plenty
And
of
it gives
no,
you-
not
gives
you
those,
moments.
Gives you those feels, those
That's-
hurts, and because Mom's a rock star baller. Shout out Beth, because she will read the books and take the time
Sure.
and do the snuggles. And sometimes at bedtime it's like, okay, we haven't had our dinner yet. I got to go do this and this and this. So read, keep reading. Okay, we'll cuddle for a few minutes. Beth will give them their time. Beth takes her time.
Sure.
Kind of like Bandit's here. But when you hear that, especially for Bandit, Bingo wants Mom. I'm gonna make sure Daddy Dropoff can be just as fun.
Yeah, and I think that that's also just sometimes it's just a preference towards just the kind of comfort they want around them, because I can't knock the, like, if he says to me and we're reading, he's like, no, I want Mommy to deal with that, and it's just like, you know what, dude, I don't blame you, because I'm a pill to swallow. I get that. I'm ridiculous. I'm loud and boisterous. I have my new game with him. I might have bought it for myself for Christmas, but I bought it for him. I got him a Nerf gun. And I sneak up on him, and I'm like, uh-oh, we got to do brushy, or else you get Nerf gunned. And he's like, I want Mom to do brushy then. I'm like, all right, but 4 minutes. And I know that I'm a little bit more abrasive, so the whole mom thing is I can understand that, because sometimes I want to talk to my mom. I don't want to talk to Dad, because he'll talk about fantasy football and stuff.
Sometimes Dads tease too much.
Sometimes Dad's tease too much.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Sometimes Dads are super fun.
Even
play
if
walk
you're
straight.
rushing. Whew.
And play Walk Straight at school.
That's right.
That's another Liv favorite.
Oh, really?
And
He
I completely
doesn't...
she's like, can we play Walk Straight? And I was like, what does that mean?
Oh, it was one of those that he threw
That
at you.
I didn't realize. Like, Dad, you know.
It's a Bluey game. Goof.
But she put me in my place pretty quickly, and we figured out walk straight.
Yeah?
Another favorite, huge favorite,
Uh-oh.
is Wind Up Olivia.
Thin Man loves Wind Up.
Wind Up, it's the cutest thing.
It's the cutest thing is Wind Up. Bingo, Wind Up, Thin Man, Wind Up, Olivia. It's just, he does the thing where he like slouches over. And you just...
Gotta play Wind Up. And this is the one point when Bandit, and this surprised me because everything else took so long, but Bandit, the Wind Up game takes like 5 seconds.
Sure.
It's like, no, it's too much. It's time to go.
Well, he's still in... It's
rush. We can't.
pragmatic versus focusing on enjoying the moment. And it's tricky because he wants to be resourceful because he knows Chili is. Like, Chili's on time. Always on time.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Guaranteed.
And fun.
Yeah.
And amazing.
Whew. And he's like, okay. Well,
but how will I get into the door? And this is, and I kind of said it earlier, but the whole point of this episode
was Buddy walking in the door right in that moment. I totally get it, dude.
A lot of times when you're an adult, it's all about moving fast. It's all about efficiency. We got to get out the door. We got to move. We got to rush. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you just got to take, especially when you're dealing with the little ones, you take that extra 5-10 seconds. You can change their day. If you're rushing, we've had days where, oh, crap, we're running late for karate. Sure. Let's rush. We got to go. And we get to karate and she's just kind of like downtrodden and not feeling it. And now not ready to have fun because we just rush.
Look at Greg now.
Where when we have time, we can make things fun. We talk in the car. We goof around on the way. We do all those extra things. Those little things can just turn a little one's day around. And it's a matter of getting out of your head of, I don't want to be seen as an irresponsible dad to a stranger because I'm a minute late to something.
Of course.
Where I can be a minute late and make my kid have one heck of a day.
And what's cool about that moment, when Bingo's really sad about it and saying, you know, how am I going to get in the door, is Bandit's mentally processing and talking to Bingo exclusively. Bluey is literally just looking back and forth and smiling at Bandit, interacting with Bingo, interacting with Bandit, and just realizing like, oh, this is how you make moments. This is how you do it. And she's just sitting there smiling and just embracing the fact that, oh, this is my dad being a good dad. And it's just
exactly.
I'm
just happy about it. And then right after that too, after we got to shout out another Ludo plate.
Yep.
In the parking lot.
I was trying to look at them my last watch, but there were too many license plates. So,
but we get to Bluey school, and it's like, why did you do that? Did that make us more late? Mm-hmm. And it's like, it did, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. And Bluey just kind of realizing, I got a pretty cool dad, and that hug. That if later doesn't get you in the feels, that hug from Bluey realizing, I really love my dad right now, and just giving that big old hug.
It wouldn't be as fun though.
It wouldn't be as fun though. Exactly.
It's like, oh, my legs are weak right now. But there's a couple things in that moment.
Like pretzel alert.
Was there a pretzel?
Alert. Yeah.
My folly! I didn't know pretzel was hanging out there.
Pretzel was chatting with Winton, who was talking at a relatively far away distance.
Yep.
And not a close talker. Play-Doh poop on the floor. So it was the chillest Winton moment.
Or turning into a race car.
But continue.
But when we watched it again last night, we watched it a couple times, and they weren't butterflies, of course. But when they hug, when he said it wouldn't be as fun though, you get birds flying in the background. And Carrie said,
"Get out of my head!" At the 6-minute and 8-second mark,
because
I wrote the two birds that are just so strangely animated, just kind of floating along together up there.
And Carrie said that what Bandit did was a butterfly effect of, if he wasn't as late as he was, Bingo might have not walked in at that moment to ease Lila's mind. Not going to get to that moment yet, though. The other thing that he did was, when he said it wouldn't be as fun, though, he kind of gave like it seemed like a noogie to her. He just bops her nose. Yeah. And, dogs, I mean, their noses are sensitive. So I feel like it was like a dad noogie kind of thing, because immediately Bluey just like wipes her nose and like a heartfelt, like, oh, dad moment. And it's just, there's so much happening in this with her paying attention to Bandit. And he was late, and they were late, but
barely.
It was right. Did it matter to be extra late to get the jumper and be slow-mo with the leaf? And I get a lot of heavy feels on this episode.
I'm glad you played it. Me too. Me 3.
Oh, look!
Oh, that's you?
The semi narrator is back. Layla,
We get that
with your
beautiful
background.
moment. We get that moment with Lila where
Lila,
she
there it
sees,
is. Thank you.
She sees Bingo walk in as wind up Bingo and then run out of energy. Psst, can you wind me up? Help me out, dog. And just Lila's laugh sustains me. That's just pure joy and friendship and happiness.
They found a right kiddo
Got
for
her
the job on that one,
outside
dude.
Of her shell. Because again, it's definitely a kid playing a kid. It's no
Of course.
Simpsons adults playing kids situation here. Because I double checked the credits. It was still just Dave and Melanie. That's all. But the laughter
Music by Joff is as always. We need a soundbite button to just Joff's music was good. Thank you.
I can't think of a moment on any other show that got me in the sneaky way this one got me. The first time I watched this, I hope we're friends forever and ever and ever. And that cut of kindy graduation to a little bit bigger on a park bench to a trophy to graduation,
dude.
I just instantly the first time just bawling my eyes
Which
out.
I think is the sneakiest thing about this episode because she is the intro and she is the outro. She's not technically what the episode is about, but she is because what happens.
She gives the episode its heart.
The series. Well, I agree, but I disagree because the series of events that caused Bingo to meet who became her best friend were because Bandit was going the extra mile and caring so much about his kids to be like, we're gonna be late-ish, but I'm still gonna slow down and I'm still gonna do the ring, like.
And it allowed so many nights because if Bingo just walks in.
Poof.
Lila's still hiding behind that brick wall. Bingo's having a sad day.
So you've got the bookends of Lila the whole time, but it's the meat and potatoes of what happens in the episode that makes that Oh, bro, freaking
Not the same episode without the 30 seconds at the start at the end there. The middle is good. It's a great story.
Sure.
But you also get not just we're slowing down and we're late, but here's a why. Here's the great thing that happened today. Because we took our time, we didn't rush, and we made sure that our focus wasn't being quick. Our focus was our kids.
Wouldn't be as fun though.
Love this one.
Welcome aboard, friends.
So with all the joy we have in this episode,
I haven't ranked anything yet.
I have to ask you,
okay,
what's your favorite thing today?
My favorite thing was I've said it about 10,000 times, and I think it's you've got the 14 seconds of just breaking your heart moment, but it's that last minute where Bandit is talking to Bluey. And he just says, it wouldn't be as fun, though. It's just like, that's the Bandit phrase that makes me want to be the dad that I try to be, is that exact sentence of, sure, got there on time, dropped you off, but they're going to remember the time that they slowed me down.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be as fun, though. Oh! Greg, what was your favorite thing?
It was that last few seconds, the forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Such again, they're geniuses on the show.
It's not fair.
Such a small thing had nothing truly to do with this episode. If it wasn't there, this would just be another episode. Oh, that's nice. But that gives it so much heart and so much just joy to me that we slowed down. And that led to a lifelong friendship that has been made. Best friends forever.
It was so sneaky by them because they didn't have to have that part of the episode. It could have just been, this is Daddy Dropoff. And they're like, watch us mess with you.
Exactly.
We're going to get you a little harder now.
It's called Bingo's New Best Friend.
Oh, okay. Well, then, with that being the case, who was your favorite character?
My favorite character is Bandit.
Yeah?
He goes above and beyond dadding. He takes the extra minute to make them smile and change their day and kind of for Bingo her life.
Yeah.
Like we've got
There's no
best
jokes.
friend, we've got her maid of honor at her wedding.
Yeah.
We've got godmother to her children.
You don't get a photo montage of Bluey and Jean-Luc, but you see them grow together. Like both of them, they do continue to be together in some fashion. Maybe I don't know, but this one you get to see the progression of kids growing up together and just
so cool. So cool. And then as a parent watching it, just thinking how fast time can go.
Yeah, we're blinking. It's been a year. Boop. You said 21, 22, and 23 for our years that we've been doing
I can't this right now. I can't resist this. Now I just need to know who your favorite character is, Mike.
My favorite character is Bluey, 100%. It should be everybody in this episode. It should be Chili just relaxing in her morning, enjoying herself. But when Bluey was realizing and watching what Dad was doing I felt like she was adopting a trait that she's going to project as a parent moving forward of being like, oh, he's going to do the fun thing. Oh, he's making memories. Oh, I should do that moving forward.
And we give Bingo the lifelong friend. We give Bluey the lifelong lesson.
Right.
Look at us.
Gosh, don't. It feels.
This is what happens. We have one interview with Justin McElroy, and Juice makes us the deep retrospective Bluey podcast.
Should have
Look
done
at
Daddy
us go.
Dropoff, bro.
We barely talked about poop so far this episode.
That's right. Oh, Greg, do you have a question for me?
I certainly do. How do you rank this beauteous episode?
I personally rank this episode 3 Devin Townsend songs that I would listen to dropping my kid off on the way for Daddy Dropoff because he jammed out and smiled so hard, and that's a memory that I can't take away from myself. So I get them feels right there, and that's what I'm gonna. I should have done the 2, but I don't. I don't want to steal the ranking though. So Greg, how episode 60? How are we here? How do you rank Daddy Dropoff, dude?
I'm glad you stopped talking there for a second because I ranked it 2 adorable birds fluttering across the background,
My dude.
hanging out with Calypso's crew.
Oh,
Thank you,
oh,
everybody.
his voice is a little sore, folks.
Plug.
Thank
Oh,
you.
clock
Is the usual
time.
good?
If you want our merch,
Yes.
Patreon, social media, TikTok. That merch, by the way, where them shirts coming, bud?
Huh?
New shirts. We got new shirts coming.
Well,
Any day
I
now,
have
right?
I have a new hope,
Any
new
day
policy,
now,
a new
right?
request. I have a request for our fandom. Anybody that has purchased any merchandise from us, if you send us a photo of you rocking that merch or the sticker or whatever you may have received, thank you so much. Send it my way, and that'll motivate me
At
to make
WatchingBluey.
more merch. Ha!
Make that merch.
Yes, let us see it.
Find all that stuff. Linktree/WatchingBluey. That's linktr.ee /WatchingBluey.
Woo-hoo!
Also, check us out. Send us your thoughts, your feels, your takes. WatchingBluey at Gmail.
Any of
There's
them.
another way to send stuff to us, Mike.
Is there?
'Cause
Oh, but wait.
we done did a thing.
We did the thing. We have a key.
We have 2 keys.
We have keys.
We are now joint
We didn't forget
owners.
our keys and have to slow-mo back into the house to get them. We have keys.
We are joint owners of a P.O. Box. So if you want to send us anything,
A letter.
send us a postcard,
A note.
a letter,
Uh-huh.
a T-shirt from your town,
A love letter to
something
Greg.
delicious that something non-perishable probably.
Yes, yeah, probably not.
Some cool craft thingy. Literally anything you want. A rock.
Now,
I don't
Greg.
care. Whoa, anything legal to send through the mail.
Yes, and?
Ooh,
Aye.
saved us a lawsuit there.
Woohoo! But anything, Greg, what happens when somebody sends us something?
Well, if you send us something to P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York, that's 13220. That's 2 Bandits Watching Bluey, P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York, 13220. Whatever you send, we'll send something back. We'll send you a postcard.
Oof.
We'll shot you a handwritten, not some generic something.
No basics.
We'll put our own ink to pen and
You get
paper
to
on that one.
You can judge our penmanship and be like, Mike's is so much better than Greg's.
Probably. But a special 2 Bandits Watching Bluey postcard right back your way, my friends.
Boom. We
And
love you.
And of course, a shout out on the show. So one last time,
Oh.
P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York, 13220.
You can find it on our Twitter. It's
Send
there.
it our way.
Woo-hoo! That feels so official, man.
And lastly,
Uh-oh.
oh
man.
and most importantly,
Important.
if you want your own fancy wind-up toy, much like a wind-up bingo, why don't you get the wind-up flipping kangaroo from Australia, The Gift.
What?
It's a little wind-up toy. And it's a little kangaroo,
the
and it goes,
and it
"Brr,
goes-
brr, 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 brr," and it goes, "Whoop," just like that. You can get that at australiathegift.com/wind-up-flipping-kangaroo. I'll spell that all out
Say that 5 times.
on another time.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, friends. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Our New Year's resolution this year is to keep bringing you delightful episodes of the show.
Really?
Fun, exciting guests.
Really?
And to have a ball along the way.
I guess we'll have to do that.
But I'm going to rest my voice.
Yes,
and hopefully
please do.
I'm less sultry next week.
Oh, you sound amazing.
So until then, my friends,
Until then.
it's got to be done.